That'll make you angry as
The NBA Finals. A lot of people thought I'd never make it here.
Mm-hmm. A lot of people aren't giving you a chance to win. You playing a team that hasn't lost a game yet.
12-0. Very impressive.
People are saying they could be the first team to go undefeated in the playoffs.
Yeah, I've seen that.
So you look pretty calm for someone about to face a juggernaut.
My entire basketball career has been an uphill battle, Zan. And people have doubted me the whole way. But I made it here for two reasons.
Let's hear 'em.
The first is that I believed in myself when nobody else did.
What's the second?
The second, I'm really, really good at basketball. And I'm not laying down for nobody. I'm laying them down. This is my time. MP out.
I asked MP if he was worried about going up against an undefeated team in the NBA Finals, and he laughed. I've been defying the odds my whole life, he told me. I love being in this situation.
But I also think there's more time between games on the NBA. So I'd rather have high pressure almost like 20.
Oh, you're in?
Not everyone gets in, so we don't have enough data to make that any more important than we do now. Any point?
Yeah, save the
So,
card.
give him some more thought about our international evaluation.
And how long they are. Oh, I think right in helping keep your change.
We are. The two of you are going to save us almost an hour a week.
Sounds great. And for my money, an NBA game is just the top.
Glad you asked. We'll be making weekly slideshows by continent of our top 5 target players. Generally, you, good vibe. You want shorter meetings, right? So synthesize, gather, review, summarize, and I'll cap the meeting to 30 minutes. When you make eye contact with the fan,
This will cost
slightly,
5
yeah.
hours minimum. Hey, at least our
Game 1 of the NBA Finals. The Minnesota Timberwolves delivered a 4-game sweep to become conference champions. Now, the quest is for one ultimate goal. Just 4 wins away. The first chapter begins against the Pistons. The pinnacle of the postseason. The NBA Finals is here.
Basketball's biggest stage, the NBA Finals. It begins here, and 2K Sports is happy to bring it to you. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, on the sidelines as well. And a look at the starters for the Pistons. Harris steps in at the 4, with Duren at the center spot. Robinson is out there with Cunningham. And it's LeVert in at the small forward. And for the Timberwolves, up at the forward, it'll be McDaniels and Randall. MP out there with Edwards. And it's Reed in at the center position. Take a look at the Pistons. This is it, their whole season, all their effort, all their energy to get them here, the final.
And I'm sure the feeling in their locker room was different today. That finals atmosphere is unlike anything else. This is what it's all about.
He was bothered just enough to miss that shot. That's good work by the defense.
Powell for 3. Rebounded by the Pistons. In the corner, it's Robinson. And a miss there on the triple. And here's McDaniels. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. And this has been a truly remarkable postseason for 12 straight wins. No losses on the board. I mean, they've gotten exactly where they wanted to go. The NBA Finals.
And at this point, who is going to bet against them? They've made stringing together playoff wins look easy. And the one thing you always got to be careful of is how different the NBA Finals are from every series you've played so far. This is going to be the absolute biggest challenge they faced, and we may see this group in a much more competitive series here in the finals.
And what more could you ask for in this NBA Finals matchup? Not just one, but 2 teams that have stomped their way through the playoffs to the tune of 12-0. Neither has lost. Wow.
I'll have to get the stat guys to double check, but I don't think 2 teams have ever met in the finals with no playoff losses. No matter what happens, this is going to be an incredible series that we'll be talking about for quite some time.
And here's LeVert following Julius Randle's 3. Pass to Cunningham. Duren with the screen on MP. Stolen by Reed. Down low, Edwards. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist.
This is exactly the start they were hoping for at the offensive end.
Cunningham passes to Duren. There in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Sets the screen for Harris. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance out for a 3-point play. That's on Jaden McDaniels. The Pistons shooting their first free throw of the night here. Free throw, no good for Duren.
Well, you talk about using your size. Jalen Duren's focus is always on exactly that. He's on the floor looking for blocks, boards, and inside offensive production. Anywhere his physicality can give him an edge.
Cunningham outside. Inside. He's looking for Duren and finds him. The shot, no good. Randall with some nice D. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with head coach Chris Finch. Much of our discussion centered around Cade Cunningham. He said that's their catalyst. They look to him to control the pace, to read the defense, and to make the right basketball play, which he usually does. He is very tough to neutralize. Guys?
Allie, thank you so much. MP, good.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Pistons trail by 6. LeVert with it. Scoreless thus far. And a wide open look for Cunningham. Good on the triple.
Love that shot by Cunningham. He's developing more confidence in his three-point stroke.
And so it's Powell who brings up the ball for Minnesota. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Randall is screen on Cunningham. Powell, that's good. MP's got 7 points in the game.
Look at how swiftly MP moves to the rim there.
Cunningham passes to Duren. Here's Harris. Fires from 14. Count that bucket.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Powell against Cunningham. Back to Randall. And Randall throws it down.
Not enough defense there. Allowing Randall to get that close is a recipe for disaster.
Pistons trail by 5. Pass to Cunningham. Lays it up off the glass. He's got 7.
Well, to stop him, you have to get better rim protection than that.
Randall right side. Cunningham against MP. McDaniels outside. Clock at 6. Powell inside. Cunningham's there. The layup off target. The Pistons have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. On the wing, and it's MV with the rebound.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
And here is Robinson after Anthony Edwards made that last three-pointer. Duren with it, and it's Reed picking him up. And Cunningham with the slam.
That's the kind of athlete Cunningham is. He gets up fast and throws it down.
Edwards finds MP. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Pass to McDaniels. Three-pointer. Rebound, Detroit. And here's Cunningham. 9 points in the game so far. From downtown, a rebound by the Timberwolves. Reeves got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Well, that's helping your team. By and large, he's taking shots he knows he can make.
Harris outside. Duren with a screen on Randall. There's the walk to Duren. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Yeah, catch and flush in one motion. Duren presents a big target out there.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Substitute. Group substitution now for Minnesota. Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Joe Ingles comes in for Julius Randle. Ayo Dosunmu is checked in for McDaniels. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Edwards. Holland, he's checked in for the Pistons. Jenkins comes in for Duncan Robinson. And the basket by Ingles. And the Timberwolves lead by 6.
Wow, MP really learning how to run that pick and roll. That was nice.
On the way, Harris. There's 1:59 left in the first quarter of the game. Good work defensively by Ingles.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
The shot by Powell, no good. Pistons trail by 6. Here's Jenkins. They're in high post. Pass to Harris. Cunningham on the wing. Defended by DiVincenzo. Cunningham's shot is off. Timberwolves leading by 6. MP finds Dosunmu. And here is Powell. They get it again. Now here's DiVincenzo. Trains the three-pointer.
Oh, good recognition by the big man, Gobert. Passes like this really help team chemistry.
Pass to Harris. 51 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And he comes up with the deuce. Harris has got his second basket.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
DiVincenzo gets the screen from Powell. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Pistons trail by 7. Here's Jenkins. Off target from three-point range. And so, MP will bring it up for the Timberwolves. The shot's good from DiVincenzo.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Now, here's Cunningham. 9 points in the game so far. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And that does it for the first quarter. Minnesota on top. They lead by 7. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. For Minnesota. Edwards comes in for Donte DiVincenzo. And MP subbed in for Highland. Detroit also making some changes. Quintman's checked in. And it's LeVert in for Javonte Green. And here's MP for 3. Pistons trail by 7. The big men on the floor for him, Randall and Gobert. Anthony Edwards out there with Powell. And it's Dosunmu in at the 3. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Minnesota's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. MP looking around. And there's Randall on the assist by Powell. Randall's got 12 points in the game.
And that is a big man rumbling downhill. Randall is an excellent pick and roll partner.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Warriors was tremendous. He added 61 points, and a total like that was good enough to mark his high for the season. Truly, one of the most exceptional performances we've seen in recent memory. A monster night for him. Back to you.
Hey, Allie, thanks for the great report. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Well, he really lit it up. Maybe we'll see a repeat performance tonight.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Well, they are making something very difficult look simple right now.
Now, here's LeVert. Still scoreless. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. Donte DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Dosunmu. And a switcher also for Detroit. Harris is checked in. Pass to Cunningham. 5 on the clock to the inside. And with that shot, the Minnesota lead is cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Harris.
And it does a world of good for them to have Harris getting busy inside. Gives them that inside-out edge they're looking for.
Cunningham with it. Now defended by MP. Here's Holland. Back to Cunningham. Harris a screen on Powell. Cunningham for three. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
That is aggressive work inside by Harris. A veteran forward who understands how to get to the line.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Reed, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. And it's McDaniels in for Dante DiVincenzo. Powell kicks to McDaniels. Picked by Reed. MP passes to Reed. MP finds Reed. Here's McDaniels, and there's another one for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, he's got to knock that down if you give it to him. Uncompetitive there defensively.
Well, if you're going to give him that shot, he will take it any time.
Now, here's Cunningham. 12 points for him. Here's LeVert. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And got to push LeVert out of that area because he's very comfortable looking to score from there.
Powell against Cunningham. MP gets the job done inside. Pistons trail by 11. Robinson passes to Harris. MP against Cunningham. Baseline try. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got 5 rebounds tonight. Back to MP. Back to McDaniel. Pass to Powell. Shot clock at 5. Puts it up. And there's Edwards on the assist by Powell. Edwards got the lead up to 13 now for the Timberwolves.
That'll be a Pistons timeout. All right, look who's coming out to the court. Come on, get up for your Timberwolves dancer.
Gobert, who's checked in for Minnesota. And Detroit with a change here, too. Jalen Duren, he's checked in for Holland. Cunningham passes to Duren. And here is Robinson. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Pass to Harris. To the middle. Here's Cunningham. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Harris has got 3 assists in the game.
Well, let me tell you something. Cade Cunningham has gone from a rising star in this league to a bona fide star and putting up big numbers tonight.
And the basket by Edwards.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Cunningham. Powell pulls it in. MP's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
And so, LeVert will bring it up for Detroit. It's a 13-point game. Cunningham outside. That will fall for his 7th bucket. 7 for 15 in this game.
Yeah, and I like Cunningham from the mid-range area of the floor. It's the most difficult place for a defense to run extra traffic at you.
Oh, here's Edwards. 9 points in the game so far. MP outside. 6 on the shot clock. Reed with a screen for Powell. And Reed throws it down.
You know, he's smaller for the center position by NBA standard, but his leaping ability more than makes up for his lack of height.
Here's Cunningham. He's got 16. And here's Harris from the arc. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
He created the opening. He got the angle. Unfortunately, that miss is just on him.
Edwards kicks the foul. Back to Edwards. Pass to Powell. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Caris LeVert.
How about MP showing some toughness there, accepting the contact on the way up.
It's his first trip to the line. And he knocks down the first one. And so Powell nails both of them.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Cunningham outside. And stolen by MP. To the paint. And Edwards with the stop.
He can take off from anywhere at any time. Edwards always a threat.
Here's Robinson. He has yet to score. Here's Cunningham. And Cunningham with the slam.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Okay, I see ya. That's your point guard getting up.
Reed gets the bucket.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
Pass to LeVert. 29 seconds left in the first half of the game. Good. Cunningham's got 20.
I love the mentality of Cunningham tonight, looking for his shot, and boy, is he producing.
Here's Powell. The shot, no good. Great D that time from LeVert. Harris against McDaniel. Pass to LeVert. Shoots the three. They get it back. Duren. Robinson for three, and he was able to put it up in time, but it doesn't fall. And so we wrap up the first half. Timberwolves lead by 15. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center.
He's got to return seconds from the court. And get ready for the big half-court shot.
They couldn't shut down the lane. Only thing that would stuff that is prime check. Maybe two of me.
Now that is a... Checking out how the Pistons are doing in this series. They've made it this far. Game one of the... Thanks for spending halftime with us.
And we're back with you as these two teams do battle in their quest for an NBA championship. Minnesota leading by 15. Tipping off the second half. Here's J.B. Bickerstaff's 5. Harris steps in at the 4 with Duren at the center spot. Cade Cunningham out there with Robinson. And it's LeVert into the small forward position. He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots of the game right here. And the first one drops.
A quiet but confident player. MP is one of those guys that lets his play do the talking most of the time.
Pistons trail by 17. Pass to LeVert. Cunningham looking it over. Back to LeVert. Duren with a screen on McDaniel. And it's LeVert missing. Minnesota's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, getting a high percentage look right out of the locker room to start the second half. Exactly what they were looking for.
Cunningham is not shy about mixing it up down low. He's got a great feel around the rim.
Here's MP. McDaniels outside. From outside, off the mark. Pistons trail by 17. Top of the key, Harris. Pass to LeVert, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
They've worked hard to get this lead. Can't start giving up easy slams all of a sudden.
Yeah, GA, that's right. And that was easy. Gift wrap for him.
That's the kind of play that can spark a run. A dunk like that energizes everyone on the team.
And out of bounds, the Pistons will take it. Here are the NBA's top scorers during this postseason as shown on the 2K leaderboard. MP is number 1. over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Powell against Cunningham. Again, the Pistons good for 2.
And that make brings them to 3 for 4, and the game plan seems to be working here early.
Here's Powell. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You just love the pressure MP puts on defenses. He is poised beyond his years.
So he gets them both. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Outside Robinson. Back to Cunningham. Teardrop shot. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Robinson's got 3 assists now in this one.
And that is a soft touch on the teardrop. And shots like that are what make Cunningham such a tough cover.
That is prototype rebounding right there. He gets the position down low, boxes out, and then corrals it.
LeVert with a wide open look. And it's off from three-point range. Timberwolves leading by 13. And a wide open look for MP. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Cunningham's shot is off.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Edwards kicks to Randall. Here's Powell driving in, and he lays it straight in. And that's now 19 points for MP.
What an incredible game so far for MP. He's showing no signs of slowing down.
Pass to Duren. Here is Cunningham. Powell with the steal. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Randall with the bucket. Randall's got 14.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
Now, here's Cunningham. He's got 26. And Duren slams it in.
Easiest work of the night for Duren. He barely had to elevate.
Powell outside. Outside, Reed. And Reed throws it down.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. And it's Cunningham with the ball for Detroit. Trailing by 17. And Harris wide open. He shoots a 3-pointer off the mark.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
It's Powell with the drive. Makes it off the glass. Powell's got 21 in the game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pass to Robinson. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham.
That's just good fundamentals from Cunningham. When a guy is that open, you gotta get it to him.
Powell, the pass to Randall. Powell against Cunningham.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Minnesota.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
And I also really like the pace they've played with in this one, specifically how high tempo it's been, clearly working to their advantage so far.
And the Pistons making a change here. Jenkins checked in. Robinson for 3. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got 7 rebounds in the game. Over in the corner, Randall. Back to Powell. Pass to Reed. Now here's Powell. Back to Reed. Randall outside. 6 to shoot. And here's Reed. No good on the triple. Now Jenkins. Harris outside. Jenkins dishes to Harris. Buries it from 3-point range. Harris has got 10 points.
And Harris is really effective shooting off the catch.
Over in the corner, Randall. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Pistons trail by 15. Here's Jenkins. Kept alive.
Gets one to go. It's been a great personal night for him. But those mean a lot less if you're losing.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Minnesota. Dosunmu comes in for McDaniels. Now, here's MP. 23 points in the game. Count the basket.
Well, he has dictated the tempo this entire quarter, getting basically whatever he wants offensively.
Pass to Duren. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
Well, that's the kind of play that can earn you a spot on the bench.
Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Minnesota. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Howland, he's checked in for Harris. LeVert the pass to Duren. It's good. Duren's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, that right there is Duren's workshop. When he's that close to the bucket, he is awfully difficult to handle.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Here's the screen. Here's MP. And he banks in the layup. MP's got 14 points here in the second half.
Well, just keep feeding him. He has been lights out.
Jenkins the pass to Robinson. Now here's LeVert. Back to Robinson. Detroit needs to get off a shot. Holland no good. Timberwolves leading by 15. Edwards shot is good. Edwards got 13 points.
And he's a true inside-out threat. Edwards wants to score from everywhere on the floor.
Pass to Holland. There's a minute 47 left in the third quarter of the game. There's the three. DiVincenzo with the rebound. Timberwolves have gone 8 of 14 on their shot attempts here in the third. Some pretty nice work. Let's take a look at the players who have pulled down the most rebounds during this postseason. Jalen Duren is second. Fourth, Rudy Gobert.
Those two have been really aggressive in the paint so far this postseason. They've provided the kind of rebounding you need in this atmosphere.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Phillips has checked in. Then for the Pistons, Green is checked in for Duren. Kevin Huerter comes in for Karis LeVert. And Cade Cunningham subbed in for Robinson. Now, here's Cunningham. He's got 26. Outside, Green. And again, it's the Pistons missing. Minnesota leading by 19. MP with it. He's got 29 points.
Yeah, since the break, he has been in attack mode, and he is living at the line.
He's been getting to the line. Now his 6th trip in the game. Clark, he's checked in for Minnesota. And both free throws good for MP. 1:05 left in the third. And here's Cunningham. Green with a screen on DiVincenzo. Shot to stop the run. And the rejection by Clark.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And that's how you execute in the open floor. Great job by MP to get to his spot.
And so it's Cunningham. We'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Down low. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
What a pass right there. Coaches love seeing guys making it easy for their teammates.
Powell, the pass to Dosunmu. Shoots over Jenkins, and the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
Well, he hasn't had to carry the entire load tonight, but he can always flip that switch.
And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
How about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
The Pistons shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one. Timberwolves leading by 20. Here's Powell, and he uses the glass on the layup. Powell's got 35.
A great sign for MP in his career, with the ability to convert in traffic.
Here's Cunningham, and Cunningham with the slam.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. MP has been leading the charge for Minnesota. What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stopping him. And we'll be back with you shortly. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Here's Jenkins. The big men on the floor for him, Randall and Gobert. Dante DiVincenzo. He's up. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Hollins kicks to Cunningham. To the inside. Green. And Green slams it in.
Well, Cunningham is confident running these sets. He just knows how to break down the defense.
Cunningham against MP. Rebounded by the Pistons. Cunningham's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. The Pistons working the ball around now. Holland, no good. Timberwolves leading by 17. Here's MP. Oh, the lob to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
And Gobert is so well set up there. All he's got to do is elevate above the D and take that one home.
Detroit's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Green with the screen on MP. Cunningham drives in. Jenkins can't get it to go.
I'm shocked that it didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
MP against Cunningham. Dosunmu, the pass to Powell. With the drive, and that one drops. Powell's got 37.
And that is killer instinct, just continuing to pile it on.
To the middle, got a piece of it. It's stolen by Gobert. And here we go. Powell heading to the hoop.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Well, you have to love the execution, and you have to love the relentlessness.
Here's Cunningham. Lays it up and banks it in. Cunningham's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Well, as a team, they've been coming up short, but his pure scoring mentality as an individual has been unshakable.
And he makes the first. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Dosunmu. And then for Detroit, Jalen Duren. He's checked in for Holland. Caris LeVert comes in for Javonte Green. And it's Duncan Robinson in for Cade Cunningham. Harris, bounce pass. Pass to Jenkins. The tray, and he's good on the 3-ball.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
MP right side. Gobert, and the layup falls. And it's 6 points for Rudy Gobert.
Rudy is so used to fighting inside. This guy will do whatever it takes.
Here's Duren. Jenkins dishes to Harris. Here's Duren. And Duren slams it in.
And this team really counts on Duren for exactly that. Securing, misses, and then immediately taking it back up.
MP kicks to Randall. DiVincenzo passes to Powell. Good on the shot. Powell's got 43 points.
And I bet he wishes they could play this team every night. Things are going great out there offensively.
Here's Jenkins. Gobert with the block.
Get that out of here. Gobert doing his job to protect the rim.
A three from MP. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got 3 assists now in this one. Now here's Jenkins. He's covered closely. Harris a screen on Powell. Jenkins can't get it to go.
A bit of pride at stake. Trying to get that last 3 ball back, but couldn't get it to fall.
Randall. And Randall throws it down.
Relentless on the backboard. Randall, a fantastic rebounder, and that time it directly leads to points.
He powers through. Size and skill. That is a tough tandem to contend with.
The drive by Powell.
He has come out of the halftime on a mission, just relentless.
The Pistons have got a pretty good rhythm going offensively, shooting 8 of 15 for the quarter. Harris looking it over. Over Randall. A nice shot by Harris.
Yeah, Harris has that big, strong frame, and he knows how to overpower even tight defense.
Here's MP. And good! There's another.
My goodness. 50 for the 8.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Pistons shooting 51% from the field. They'll take that. Jenkins the pass to Harris. Harris draws the double. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And so it's Powell who brings up the ball for Minnesota. And the dunk by Powell.
Yeah, MP was not going to waste that opportunity, showing everybody what he's capable of off the dribble.
1:53 left in the fourth quarter. Harris kicks to Jenkins. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got assist number 5 here tonight.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot the D can afford to give him.
Here's MP, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. First free throw is good. Hands and changes here for the Timberwolves. Dosunmu comes in for Randall, and Bones Island subbed in for Edwards. Cunningham, he's checked in for Detroit. Cunningham on the wing. Powell pulls it in. Minnesota shooting has been brilliant in this game, 67% from the floor.
And guys, you can go ahead and put game 1 in the record books. Exactly how they wanted to kick off this series against a tremendous opponent. Big win for the Timberwolves.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
They're certainly starting the finals off on the right foot, and this will be a comfortable win for them in game 1.
Yeah, this was a statement game, and what a time to make it. I'm sure it's going to get tougher for this group, but they won't be able to just run away with the championship. But tonight, they clearly established themselves as the stronger team early in this series.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for MP.
Well, he just checked so many boxes tonight. He got buckets for himself, created for his team, and as a result, he just racked up a triple-double.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
His effort has been there since the opening tip. He is leading the way by example.
And it's Detroit's ball. Here's Jenkins. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist.
Wow, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Now here's Powell. And So it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum so critical. And you know they'll want to ride this wave into game 2.
Now, let's go to our sideline reporter, Dominic Hamill.
Rebounds and blocks are usually property of the NBA's Goliaths. Steals and assists belong to the smaller, quicker guards. Even the best players often excel at one or two things. Meanwhile, MP's out here posting triple-doubles in wins. Talk about it, MP.
Honestly, all different kind of players put up triple-doubles in today's NBA, so that's not the crazy thing to me. But I didn't do this by myself. You want to credit me for what I did, you got to credit my teammates for the effort they put in. A lot went into this one, and a triple-double was just a part of the story. Maybe the most fun part, but don't get me wrong, it wasn't everything.
Thanks for your time, MP.
All righty.
Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thanks, Dom. So that's a wrap for the first game of the NBA Finals.